कुछ लोग ना रियलिटी शोज ऐसे का कॉन्सेप्ट ऐसे फूक के सोचते हैं.
बहुत सही सोचते हैं.
Yeah, like, oh, my siblings date a son. Ew, but what if we make this into a show?
Yeah, what if you have to date and see your sibling?
Yeah, like
So if you say that yes, my partner did this and you get 3 wrong answers, you're out.
oh.
So if you feel like your partner is cheating on you, you're fucked. If you feel your partner is not cheating on you, you're still fucked.
Definitely, Nashe and Warren. It's like a show that my whole family like really loves. They survive. It's like, Monisha, beta, don't say Mahamari, say pandemic. I object. Hello guys, welcome to another podcast. We are two millennial women who love gupshup. I am Arushi. I am an anchor, a content creator, a writer, an editor, a podcaster. Lots of things. Depends on the day. And I have a lot of things to say.
And I'm Sadhika. I'm a digital community builder, a creative strategist, a founder. And now I'm hosting this podcast with this lovely lady called Golgappa. And in today's show, although this is a podcast, we are going to be talking about shows. Comfort shows, TV shows, चीज़ें जो आप पजामा में देख सकते हो घर पे.
Basically, as you know, as you can see, we are very comfy. And we're talking about things that make us feel warm and comfy.
So all the warm and comfy things are being discussed today.
So grab your chai or coffee ka cup and let's get into today's talk. जब से OTT आया है ना मेरी लाइफ अच्छी हो गई है. मतलब honestly, like this accessibility has made me a better, calmer person. Generally, my mental health is like at peak. Not best, not good. Just let's say at peak. But yeah, basically like while it has सुधारत mental health, it has also given like too much. मतलब एकदम sensory overload हो जाता है ना, because there's so much available out there.
Yeah, and also like if you just subscribe to one OTT to like see one particular show and then you forget to unsubscribe.
Oh damn.
Then you are just like, you have so many subscriptions, you don't know
I just get this surprise text once a year. You have a subscription to XYZ OTT. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't watch anything on this. And then that day, I will go on that on that platform and I will see, okay, ye shows. And sometimes if I'm lucky, because I'm really greedy like that, because I'm like, nahi, ye show dekhne ke liye, I'll retain it. Once there was one OTT which I saw and I checked like every show and I'm like, nah, not my scene. So I unsubscribed. Thanks. Only one marriage I broke. One, otherwise I'm married to all. I'm married to all the OTTs. Otherwise I'm like, no. This subscription's going to die with me.
Look, I have done a very nice funda. You have to have like a core group of friendships. Every friend has one OTT. All of you mingle together and have that subscription sharing pool.
Okay, yeah, I don't have friends.
तीन बना लो.
Yeah.
तीन बना लो. The fourth is you, and I think you're pretty solid, okay, with the top 4.
We're pretty sorted. I mean, 2 will be my cat. So that slot is gone. Already. 1 is my husband.
Oh my god.
So
yeah. Guys, this is again the last episode. It's nice to see you guys. Bye. Cut.
One slot I want to keep flexible.
इसको मैं flexible बना.
So yeah, but I mean, I have all the OTTs in our house are, I am the proprietor of them.
Yeah.
So I have all the passwords and everything. So I control it. So
yeah, ADHD plus subscription is equal to all the subscriptions.
Yeah. So if people ask what do you hoard or what do you collect, I will say I collect OTT platform subscriptions. That's my thing.
Never cancel, always available.
Yeah. Why I love it? Because I have a love relationship with shows. I watch everything. I love watching any kind of shows.
Which is a top show, like which you actually can watch on a loop at any given time when you're bored, khana and kuch bhi bajana hai types.
So I have 2. It's a competition between Modern Family and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, I love these 2 shows. And I can watch any time. I literally know कि हाँ ये वाला अगर मैंने एक एपिसोड देखा तो मुझे पता है कि I can verbatim say the dialogues in my head. I know what's happening and it's still like in the end whatever happens still heartwarming to me. It's still like it gives me those feelings, reactions when it happens. But yeah, these are my मतलब these are just top 2 है तो मतलब उस लिस्ट में कम से कम 100 होंगे the comfort shows. But yeah, I also love the apparently not top tier shows in the audience's heads like Big Bang Theory and all. I love that.
Big Bang, what?
Yeah.
Me one second. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Second.
You know the amount of hate Big Bang Theory gets for no reason.
People who hate Friends and Big Bang Theory, because for me in my comfort show is entire zone, we got Friends, we got Big Bang Theory, and I love the spin of Young Sheldon. I mean, I
love Young Sheldon. Oh my god, I love it so much. I feel like it's a superior show to Big Bang Theory also.
Actually, yeah.
While I like Big Bang Theory, I'm not one of those haters कि oh my god laugh track क्यों डाला क्यों तेरे को क्या प्रॉब्लम है लाफ ट्रैक हंस रहे लोग क्या है तुमको खुशी से इशू है क्या
Okay, in मतलब खुशी नहीं मिलती. They only have some.
why are you so bitter about things, right? I'm like no, it's okay. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I loved it. In fact,
Best.
yeah, of course it had its issues, it had its problematic moments, but it's a show, man. At the end of the day, like
Very
yeah.
to really understand when something is coming from. Like this other show that is my comfort show is Coupling. And it's like a British show from the 90s. And it's really nice, fun, dry humor. It's like basic. It's like Friends, but like because of the time when it's filmed, like some things might be woke, some things might be problematic, but it's a part of the cinema.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and and some things, honestly, like if you watch Seinfeld, if I rewatch it today, and I used to love it when it came, and we also did a few rewatches, me and Krishanam. If you watch it now, it is super problematic. Like there are issues with that show.
Suddenly I'm in the mood for pasta primavera myself. Get a good.
But it was made in a different time.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be mindful of those things as well. Like if it were made today, it would probably not have the same jokes.
Yeah.
The jokes would not land in the same way at all. Like even if I like The Office, okay, it's a beloved show. I love that show. But अगर आज के दिन में माइकल स्कॉट वो सब चीज़ें कर रहा होता तो नहीं बहुत जल्दी ही कैंसिल हो जाता बहुत जल्दी. Like it wouldn't be no, not fun, not funny.
I would be the most flamboyant gay you've ever seen. I would be leading the parade covered in feathers and I'd be waving that rainbow flag.
When I still watch Suits sometimes, right? And I'm like binge watching, rewatching. I know I'm like ये सारी चीजें नहीं हो सकती. In the Tashin Mare, it's not physically possible that anyone can enter a court, someone's chamber and be like, hey, these papers. Yes.
I object. Yeah.
It doesn't happen like that. In fact, the first time when I entered a courtroom, and because I was like so prepped and primed with all of these Hindi movies in particular and shows, that वहाँ पर like सब लोग होते हैं जज साहब ये नाइंसाफी like no one's talking like that. The judge is gonna whack the fuck out.
I would have fine, not in my court bench.
And it's like people are just standing like they're like two people standing on the podium in a way standing like when you're debating in school. It physically looks exactly like that. And the way these guys show every small case in these shows is like you have the biggest litigation going on of one Dowd Abrams criminal का in the panel. Like the way these guys produce it, I'm like, no man, civil court नहीं होता ऐसा तो दिखा रहे हो.
So nice. But cinema.
Yes,
cinema चाहिए ना. Cinema.
Magic. Now talking about cinema, right? Like a lot of stuff is taken from real life. Have you seen Inventing Anna?
Oh yeah, the con artist.
Yes. So she recently got out of jail, and she went.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And that's not it. She was featured for like 2 episodes in Dancing with the Stars. And she came out of jail, that woman, and she's on a new show, Dancing with the Stars. उसका show बना, everyone's like hating on her, and so she has her parole anklet while she's dancing. Now you can see her, she's bedazzled it also. And like,
you can, no one make this up.
But it's like, money makes money, and look at her. She had a show, she's famous, and she's on a show. Once she was a con artist, and now she's a showbiz woman.
जो भी काम कर रहे हो इतने अच्छे से करो
कि पैसा ही पैसा बनता रहे.
I swear, man. Speaking of पैसा, and there is like The one show that I have really loved from my bachpan, and this is like a show that my whole family like really loves, is Sarabhai.
Yeah, Monisha beta.
Yeah. It's like, Monisha beta, don't say Mahamari, say pandemic. It's like...
don't be vulgar.
कितने बेशर्म है ये.
मैं समझी नहीं. मनीषा वो क्या है कि hello.
I get that it's an exaggerated version of people whom you may have met, but I have met people like that. Like Monisha, like, and I feel like I personally have been an iteration of all of these characters at some point of time, you know, like sometime I have been Monisha, sometimes I have been Maya also, मतलब है, होता है. It's just so, it's ridiculous, but it's so real, you know, and it's just so comforting to see that it was
one of those shows. Now, whenever we used to come on, I used to just see it sometimes on television. I was like, wow, this is so nice, because this show used to really stand amongst all of the crowd of your Balika Vadhus and all of your other shows that used to come between 8 to 10, and my dadi used to love watching them and sit with her, and then she came with them. Yeah, what was beta? Please don't sit like that. That's so, what was middle class? Yeah,
that middle. Yeah.
So middle class.
Yeah. I love that show.
Yeah.
No, and apparently it was that show was made as by the showrunner. He got sick of all these Saat Bahu wale this thing shows, and he made it as like a counter narrative.
Yeah.
To subvert that whole genre. So he made that, and I was like, damn it, that was genius. Genius. And wow, man. And then that people related to so hard. It was insane. And and it talks. Even though it's a fun show, it's like, it's funny, it's humorous, but it talks a lot about social socioeconomic status and the financial disparity, a lot of things that are very real world issues in a very light-hearted, very cool manner.
It's like a summary of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
It's packaged so well. I just love it. So anytime I just feel like कि आज थोड़ा सा मुझे like I want to go back to that time in my life. I just like switch it on and watch it. Yeah. So like I'm just going to look for it. So ये तो like this is like old, but like in recent times, so my favoriteest comfort show in recent times is Ted Lasso. That show, I feel every single person should be mandated to watch. Men especially, because men just, I don't know, have some allergy against therapy. Like allergy with therapy, but women also, everybody should just watch that show as a good mental health practice, because it is good vibes, good feelings, good everything. Once you watch that show, it is so nice. And apparently people are shitting on the ending of that show also, but I'm like, shut.
Don't if shit on the ending as much as GOT was shit on, please.
Yeah, that's true.
It deserved it.
Yeah, it deserved it. Oh man, that show. So much of my life was invested into Game of Thrones, and then it just like shat all over my like whole being in the end. Yeah.
I hope they don't do the same thing to the spin-off, because my heart's gonna hurt.
Yeah, no, thankfully that book has a conclusion. So they have like source material to go back to it. But otherwise, yeah, basically इनको नहीं पता था ना क्या करें. उस genius के दिमाग में तो क्या जो चल रहा था वो तो translate करने में ही उनकी मौत आई थी. सोचो when they have to like kind of mimic that level of genius onto paper and kind of bring it on screen. They couldn't do it. They can't.
I think he is the one who played Daenerys Targaryen, right? Emilia, right? So I've seen so many interview clips recently of Emilia surfacing, where she was like hinting that this season is going to be the worst season.
Oh yeah. She makes a face, right? She doesn't see it, but she's like,
ended. Yeah. She didn't say yes.
Best season ever.
Best.
The face she does, I love it. It was just so nice, yeah. I'm like, yeah, scared too, yeah. We're like, blink twice if you're in trouble.
And she was not in trouble, she was paid, so she couldn't say it.
Yeah, basically.
The contract was stopped.
Yeah.
But speaking of contracts, this actually reminds me of one show that I loved, but again, the ending was shit. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, that show. So
I don't even talk about it as a comfort show anymore, because I'm like, why?
Process.
Yeah.
So basically, if you guys aren't privy to the little backstory of it, How I Met Your Mother had to film the ending when they started filming the show. So unfortunately, even though these guys had done a fabulous job of character development and getting Ted to be a certain way and his love interest and everything, they couldn't actually keep to it for the simple reason that they had decided this person is going to be the mother.
Oh man. Yeah, because the mother was amazing.
Yes.
I loved the mother. She was so perfectly cast.
Yeah.
She was absolutely the best.
Yeah.
And they didn't even give her a proper death.
No, yeah.
I'm like, भाई मुझे बता दो तो ये बेचारी मरी क्यों? Why are you making us attached to her and then just kill her without reason? I'm like, give her a disease which
Yeah.
I can pronounce at least.
And even the way like Barney and Robin were made to, get together and then got married was so perfect. And then randomly divorced. I always loved it.
It was so stupid. Their relationship was literally perfect. Like they were made for each other. They were equally like weird. And matlab just like people who right place, right time pe time mile, but then they kept eventually each other. Yeah, like the whole soulmates are made wala thing was them.
Yeah.
Was not Ted or Robin.
No. So the way Robin was showcased to be like an independent woman, everything like that she didn't want kids and stuff. And then she's like, no, I was just waiting for you. I literally did take a little bit of problem to that. And I think a lot of other women did because you're just saying that, okay, fine. Female can be fickle about their decisions at the end of any second and they all want the same thing. And they're searching for the same kind of it.
I also kind of got pissed at the ending of Friends when she was going to Paris. She was going for her dream job. And then she leaves all of that. एक तो तुमने TSA का वो किया violation risk by getting off a plane.
Yeah.
And then like
She wouldn't be allowed in real life.
with Ross of all people.
They were on a break.
I have a very toxic relationship with that show. Like, I love it. So it makes me feel good. But the ending, and I'm just like, no, man, no, don't go. No, don't get off the plane. I'm just
As you say, into toxic. I really love shows which are a little toxic, a little dramatic, and which we love to call trash TV.
oh, yeah. I'm not judging.
I'm judging because आपका पति and you and I don't together watching it.
I don't yuck anyone's yum.
For me, the most recent trash show that I've seen that I really loved was Dated and Related.
Okay.
So in that, they were twins, alright, that actually had to go on double dates with other twins. So if there were like two girls and there'll be like two guys, both twins, they might date each other, they might date someone else from here and there. And you have to see your sibling date someone. And you have to help them get a date. And if you don't, then both of you will be thrown out.
Huh?
Yeah. So that's like one of them. Then the other one that I love, oh my god, and I'm seriously saying this, Love is Blind, especially Love is Blind ka UK spin-off.
Okay. No, Krishanu watches these shows, so I know. Yeah, I know, like, I'm aware they exist.
Yeah.
It's just that I can't bring myself to watch them because I get embarrassed. I get a lot of second-hand embarrassment watching it. Yeah.
That's what you want. You want to look at people, you want to see the bad decisions, you want to cringe and be like, people, more. Like, the worse it gets, the better it is. And this other one that I really loved was The Ultimatum. So in The Ultimatum, basically it's like, if you have a long relationship, you kind of tell your partner, either you marry me or we're breaking up, and you are with other couples who are again like 3, 4, 5 year long relationships in the same room, and you have to date each other.
Huh?
Yeah, to see if you could be compatible with someone else or you want to marry the person that you came with.
Oh.
But
Damn, intense. अभी तो I feel like लोग ना reality shows ऐसे का concept ऐसे फूक के सोचते हैं.
बहुत सही सोच ले.
Yeah, कि what if, like, one sibling, like, oh, my sibling is dating someone, ew, but what if we make this into a show?
Yeah, what if you have to date and see your sibling?
Yeah. Yeah, I think people have like brownies or whatever other means of nashe around them. And yeah, that's how concepts are made.
The best, I'm genuinely telling you, people thought of this once they got high. And that too in the last 6 months only. There is this show called Deep Fake Love. And in that, and this is so good. Okay, and I watched the dubbed version of it. There isn't a, a US, UK version of it. In that, they're real couples again, like proper history. they're put in separate areas, like some guys and girls in one, the other partners are in the other, and they are supposed to, and singles come in and they have to kind of break the loyalty of the said partner. But how will you get to know that? You are shown 3 videos. 2 of them are fake, AI fakes. So basically, they're going to show your partner talking, making out with people through AI. And yeah, and it's kind of like so insane because you could not tell, like, okay, fine, in reality, one single kiss another single, but they're going to like morph your partner's face on it. And they're going to morph your partner saying things. Now, they could be saying it, they could not be saying it with AI fake. And if you say that, yes, my partner did this, it's kind of like challenging how much you know your partner. So if you say that, yes, my partner did this, and you get 3 wrong answers, you're out.
Oh.
So if you feel like your partner is cheating on you, you're fucked. If you feel your partner is not cheating on you, you're still fucked.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's definitely nashe involved in the making of this. Look, I have seen a few of them. I've seen that जिसमें वो लाना होती है वो क्या है? जिसमें that
Two hot handle.
Yeah, that I've seen.
Both many.
That that Shanu has seen. And he'll be literally like screaming at the screen like, no, take the money, you idiot. Okay.
I just lost you hella cash.
It is clear that my guests are unable to operate within the rules.
And I'm like, I am invested at that one. I'm like, yeah, dude, take the fucking money. What is wrong with you? Like, literally, keep it in your pants. He'll be like the auntie on the other end saying, I don't know, no touching.
There's this one guy from that show that came to another version of the show, The Perfect Match. It's kind of like the Avengers of all of these dating shows. They get the most popular Kaleshi contestants and they get all of them in the same place and they're like, let's see who is the perfect match.
Oh.
So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, when you're watching
It's like Bachelor plus Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
Splitsvilla, sabka mixture.
Yeah. It's on breed. And the funniest part is that the people have to choose a perfect match on the basis of votes. So it's stupid, but yeah, I love these shows, man.
तो रोडीज देखा होगा मतलब.
मैंने पहले 1-2 सीजन देखे थे very initially जब रोडीज आया था ना, and Splitsvilla का first season I actually liked. The second season I kind of like hated it because the first season there was still some equality, the equal guys, equal girls and stuff, and उसके बाद I think second, third season it kind of felt like, you know, a harem show, and then I kind of was like नहीं मजा नहीं आ रहा, please.
No, I saw first few seasons of Roadies. Man, it was fun, like fun travelogue kind of a show. Then it just became something else, man. That show just like kya downhill hua wo. Then I just watched the auditions. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
that is content.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Sometimes I felt like it was like these guys planned it because it feels like you're abusing people. Yeah, like it's actual abuse.
प्रेसिडेंट का नाम बता दे.
प्रेसिडेंट का
अबे कैसे तू जिंदा कैसे है, मतलब यहाँ तक आया कैसे तू? कैसा आदमी है यार?
मेल फीमेल मेल है वो तो मेरे को.
Yeah, I thought these people who come, I'm like, भाई आपने like how are you इतना सारा low age and सब कुछ ही इतना कम है आप में. Super ego. In my time, I have seen my fair share of roadies, etc. But the one thing that I'm very, very proud of is that I've never seen a single episode of Big Boss. Never in my life.
मैं आ जाऊं क्या? अपनी पर.
I know all the memes though. मुझे सारे memes होता है. Pooja, what is behavior? I know it very well. Okay. I'm sorry, I kicked it by mistake.
You can't kick it by mistake.
Shit. आगे बोलिए.
I have to make a confession. I've seen one full season, unfortunately, and that was the Siddharth Shukla Baza.
Bro, you live and you learn.
It wasn't my choice. Yeah, my toxic ex was a fan. And by a fan, I mean like he would climb Mount Everest.
To watch Big Boss?
Yeah, like जब भी 9, 10, 11 जब भी बचते थे and वो चलता था, he would be jumping ship. He and his whole family, alright? And I was like, what the fuck? Because everyone in the group was watching it. I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? And
at this point, this is the communist manifesto of red flags.
But I know what, guys, in my defense, मैं 25 की नहीं हुई थी, so that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just sidebar. if you have seen our podcast before, we have inferred from it, from many, that
Yes.
after 25,
Yes.
we gain maturity and enough grown-up brain cells to, see right from wrong, at least to an extent, more than we did when we were younger.
Yeah.
And continue.
So, when my prefrontal cortex had not realized that this guy was doing something very toxic, I watched that season, not like entirety, every single episode, but most of it because हम लोग साथ में होते थे at that time. And I shit you not, the more I used to watch it, I'm like, this is fucking creepy. Okay, and I'm saying this coming from a person who likes to watch like Kaleshi shows. Okay, I just can't imagine the whole thing. And then I remember in that episode, there was this one guy who took all the food and he put in the water. And I was like, कुछ भी चल रहा है उसके अंदर कलेश के नाम पे to get screen time. And there's one challenge because he wasted the water. They were like, now you need to, all of you in the house need to learn the lesson of respecting water. So
I agree with that. Sorry, my little mummy brain agrees with this.
yeah, but one person was at fault. Now the whole house had to only use half a bucket for the entire week or some shit like
It's
that.
a very fauji way of giving punishment वैसे कि तुम्हारा तो एक कैडेट में कुछ चुतियाप किया तो पूरा कंटिंजेंट को पनिशमेंट मिलेगा ये तो है. This is a, but I don't know how it applies to Big Boss.
I don't know, man. I did not know what I lied to Big Boss. And the whole thing was very interesting. And then people were like shipping couples and everything was very toxic. And I'm like, chali ja.
And they calling couples now. ऐसे कुछ है ना.
I don't know what couples, but they're calling this one very, very, very toxic YouTuber, Arman Malik. Like, he's been called out for a lot of things. He's got 2 wives. He has a lot of toxic behavior. There's also a lot of reported cases of him molesting people and stuff. It's like so much shit.
On the show also.
On the show, जब वो shoot हो रहा था, the whole Reddit was full of it. A lot of people were coming out, and he was still like given so much credit. And I think even Elvish Yadav, for that matter, who was taken because of like all this drugs, snake bite, and all of this drama. Like you can read about it if you want to. And these people know these guys are giving them views, and like you're getting the most Kaleshi toxic men possible, and you're giving them not just a platform, you're making them win.
Oh yeah. But not just men. I feel even the women very toxic on the show.
They're just like they are toxic.
Yeah. I remember, I think पहले वाले seasons में थी Dolly Bandra करके, and like I said, I know all the memes. I do my studies. So she kept going, बाप पे मत जाओ, बाप पे मत जाओ, बाप पे जाना नहीं, काट के रख दूंगी यहाँ पर. Because that was very iconic, right? That meme. Then I wanted to see the context of it. So I was checking out that clip and I saw it. I'm like, है तो दूसरा बंदा था उसने तो कुछ नहीं बोला ऐसा. She just randomly launched at him.
Oh yeah. That is to a Big Boss mandate. If you are a woman and you're going to that show, if you don't unnecessarily start a fight, you're not applicable to be an applicant.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's a criteria. Will you willingly start a fight for no reason? Yes, no. People who clicked on no, reject.
Oh shit. That's a trick question.
That's a trick question.
It's like जो भी बटन दबाओगे ना उसी पे जाएगा.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that you.
Yeah, like EVM machines. Yeah.
So this podcast is called Cancer.
So now give like a list of recommendations to people. What you think our audience should watch.
Okay. So I am giving a list of, if you are interested in shows which kind of like open your mind, make you learn things that are really fun. So one is Lessons in Chemistry. It's about a chemistry teacher in the time when women were not allowed to actually teach or do anything. And the show is shot beautifully, it's absolutely insane. And chemistry was used in cooking in her show also. Then the next one. Oh, this one is so nice. Why Women Kill. And I've asked you also to watch it.
It is good. It is
Season
good. Season
one-
1 is great. Season 2.
Ooh, it's so genius. I'll just leave it at that. Watch season 1 even if you don't have time. Then there is Body of Proof. So in that show, basically, the main protagonists actually get dead bodies and they have to decipher how the person died by just doing postmortem. And I love that. I love that.
It's a cool concept.
It's insane. And then I've got Lie to Me. So it's actually based on Paul Ekman, who is a psychologist, psychiatrist.
Oh yeah, he's like the human lie detector guy. Yes. I've heard of this.
Insane. That show teaches you or shows you how to read micro expressions, and they have crazy stories again to catch killers and stuff. Like, I fucking love that. And this one is just because the O.J. Simpson trial. I really enjoyed watching that, man. That was like very well shot.
Okay then.
And because it is me, alright, and I have to recommend something Kaleshi, as always. There is this show called Sex Life. And that show is about this woman who decides to cheat on her partner when she has everything going with her toxic ex.
Oh.
And she leaves the marriage. It's an insane show. And again, it's for women's gaze. So the amount of sex scenes in that are also very insane.
मतलब the title is not false advertising.
Not at all.
जो दिखेगा वही मिलेगा आपको.
Yeah. Close your doors. Knock your doors. Do not let anyone enter. Okay, you tell me which shows would you recommend? Like your favorites.
Okay, so I picked like a few shows from various genres. So one show, apart from all the ones that I've already spoken about, so one that I really love and I like, one of my comfort shows is Schitt's Creek. I love it. And even the, like, you know, the Ew David is like so iconic. I love it.
Ew, David. Ew. Ew, ew. Oh, ew.
But also it's like so, I mean, it's such a happy show, right? Everything about it is so inclusive, like so fun. Yeah, it's like such a warm heart thing, okay? And how, you know, that show really teaches you how to look at people not by, you know, the first impressions wala thing. It really teaches you how to see beyond layers of, you know, all the societal bullshit that kind of comes onto us. So other one is called, there's a show called Abbott Elementary. And it is the cutest show ever. After watching that show, I had a newfound respect for teachers, especially our kindergarten teachers, because dude, they put up with a lot.
No, that's true.
One, they're underpaid. Okay. And two, they have to, like, you know, just the post-toddler phase they have to handle.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when your parents are basically palmed the kids off to, like, acha haan, aap hi sambhalo type. They have to shape, they have a very, very important job. And we do not give them the credit that they should get.
And you really, really, really have to love kids in order to do that.
Yeah.
And you can't otherwise.
Yeah, you are built different. If you are dedicatedly a kindergarten teacher, if you wanted to be that, you're not an elementary school teacher, you are a different kind of, you're cut from a different cloth. Then a show which you must watch and everybody out there must watch is Fleabag.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you have to see it. Like this, after I saw that show, I was just like, oh my god, I love her. And that woman is crack, okay? She's crazy. मतलब पूरा ही weird है वो.
I want to fuck a priest.
Catholic?
Yes.
A good one.
Yes.
Looks good in me.
But so relatable यार. मतलब उसकी लाइफ में barely like 2 चीज़ें अच्छी हो रही होंगी और 10 चीज़ें खराब हो रही हैं. So another show that I really like is a very sweet show. It's called Panchayat. And it's the cutest ever.
देखिए रूरल इंडिया द रियल इंडिया सिंपल लाइफ चाहिए यार नहीं करना एडवेंचर नहीं देखना रूरल इंडिया
Oh, it's such a no nonsense very cute show boy into क्या बोलते हैं इसको boy meets world fish out of water kind of story but in an Indian rural context and so real and again so relatable. You know, the best thing is that these kind of shows, even when they are in a different environment from what you are used to, but you still relate to the people, you know that these characters are written on a very soul level. Like people really understand humans as a concept to be able to make those interactions relatable. Like, I don't know, I've never been to a gaon in my waking life. Yeah. But I know that this is, you know, so human, is so real and relatable. Even though I don't, like even Succession for that matter. These people are super duper wealthy. I don't relate to anything that, you know, they're wearing or they're doing or whatever, or they're in their private jets. But they are relatable because they're so problematic. And you know,
I have to say, I did not like the ending season, but I really loved the end.
Oh, the end was Bob. So
yeah, it was so logical. It was grounded in reality, and that's exactly what would have happened in a real world scenario because of how the system and everything operates. I mean, it was so practical. I loved it.
It was perfect. Yeah, I like after Breaking Bad, the best ending was Succession for sure.
I like the spin-off also from Breaking Bad.
Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
So nice.
I love it. I think it's a superior show to Breaking Bad.
Actually, Sheldon and this both are so much better. They were shot different. They are just miles above. It's like they took the best and they made it better. Like
even though I love Breaking Bad, but Better Call Saul is like
it's
Yeah, exactly. And it's funnier. It has its moments, and I love Kim.
Yeah.
But that show, great. What shows? But okay, so now that we've come into territory of problematic characters and protagonists,
Yes.
how do you ensure good sleep? Tell me, what do you watch?
She's asking me to tell all of the bad things that my mom is going to beat me with. Okay. I sometimes have seen true crime.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Because I used to get the best sleep watching Mindhunter a lot. Because see, I don't know how serial killer shows just kind of, I don't know, give me like enough, which is the sleep wala, wo melatonin. It's like giving me an indirect source of melatonin. Hey, Prabhu.
DJ. There's also the study that is done that if you find watching true crime shit relaxing, there is problems. There is some problems.
तो पता है. देखो.
Yeah, so there was this one show called The Night Stalker, and the moment I saw it, I realized I was like, oh my god, amount of P's and R words. He was actually the reason why. So before him, actually, this is like an actual fact if you want to study it. In US, there was no system of having every state share their criminal records with each other. Yeah.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
So Ted Bundy ke time pe there was some chatter because he was like a mass murderer, but over here because this person had no profiling, because he too had a profile that okay fine, he's going to find a girl, certain type, certain age, certain thing, and then he would do that. This guy had no profile. He would do every form of bad activity. Guy, girl, child, old man, old woman, does not matter. He would enter any house,
Unalive someone.
Yeah. Thank you, that word.
Yeah.
Unalive someone and do everything with them and to the dead body as well. And then he'll just go about. Does not matter who you are. He was a true non-discriminating person.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'll put that in my list for shows to put me to sleep. At one point, it was serial killer shows. At one point, I was watching these documentaries about cult leaders. And like really problematic ones, okay? Like not your garden variety Osho show. Like the mast wale jo maar marte the Manson family, etc. Those kind. So I don't know what psychologists would diagnose that as, but मजे आते हैं यार देख के. So me.
So me.
I mean, oh my god, yeah. So like even in my bachpan or 20s, I used to watch a lot of Castle and Veronica Mars and all these, okay? Like these crimes. I love Veronica Mars. Like I just finished a rerun of it. Yeah, basically about this college girl who is into solving crimes. This genius kind of girl. Watch it. Damn. Another recommendation. But yeah, I think वहाँ से evolution हो गया, थोड़ा peak कर गया कि ये क्या झूठे crime देख रहे हैं हम लोग को, असली crime देखना है. So that's how I think true crime became a thing. And if you want to really get into the serial killer genre, I think you should start with Mindhunter because it kind of tells you, explains this whole thing to you. Then Ted Bundy, OJ वगैरह. फिर अपने आप evolution हो जाएगा उसमें.
हाँ. You will enjoy it. You will see things and you will also regret watching this episode.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I feel like this chat was a very nice recommendation-full chat of a lot of good stuff, a lot of scary stuff, but a lot of worth it stuff.
Also, one advice to close with is that if you're having problems in your marriages or friendships or whatever, you should start watching a show together. So apparently, when you start watching a show with somebody, when you talk about the characters, right, apparently lights up the same areas in your brain as when you're talking about mutual friends. So it's like talking about common friends. It's like that. So you have those connections. So yes,
nice
advice. Watch show together for happy marriage.
And talking about connection, guys, you should connect with us.
Yes.
We come here every single week and we would love for you to join us as well. Apart from shows, we talk about other things also. We talk about things that you could be interested about. So please leave it in the comments. And
yes, and if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share this video with your friends who you think should watch all these shows. And if you watched all these shows, tell us in the comments.
Until next week, we'll see you at Golgappa.
Also subscribe to other channels. Links in the description.